When I first arrived in Cambridge to study art history, I was struck by the quiet, medieval toy town atmosphere of the place. But as I soon found out, inside every student's head lurks a chaos of endless deadlines. In 2008, I was stressing out about how little time I had to finish assignments when a public work of art was unveiled right outside my college. It was this monstrous golden clock, designed to remind us to chase every hour of every day before it was devoured by time, here represented by what looks like a giant grasshopper. My extra 10 minutes in bed were haunted by its snapping jaws. Its constant toing and froing in a twisted dance macabre creates a creepy grinding sound. And to top it off, every hour a chain clatters into a small coffin hidden at the back. How much more morbid can it get? For a long time I hated the man who thought this would be a good idea. His name was John Taylor. He was an old student from Corpus Christi in the 50s who wanted to give something back after his invention of the kettle thermostat made him an instant millionaire. He came up with the idea on his 70th birthday, and he realised how much he still wanted to do in life and how little time remained. In his own words, "I view time as not on your side. I wanted to depict time as a destroyer. He'll eat up every minute of your life, and as soon as one has gone, he's salivating for the next." It's not a bad thing to remind students of. So, £1 million and a team of 200 engineers, sculptors, jewellers and calligraphers later, and we have the product of an existential crisis. Is it helpful to be reminded that every second is being cruelly taken away from us by the monster of time?
I'm not sure we do need to be reminded of that. I mean, particularly as a student here, I'm ever in the knowledge that my time is precious.
Do you see it as a work of art?
Oh yes, absolutely, yes. One of the ones I actually like, which isn't always the case.
The immediate impression is that it's something to behold and something very, very unique. I also think actually though it's quite eerie given kind of the grasshopper eating away at the time.
I completely hated it when it first arrived, and I just find it really surprising that so many people stop at it. Like when they unveiled it, I thought it was horrible, and people would just like pass by and thinking sort of it really ruins kind of the, almost to some extent, the historic outlook of the whole street.
I have to say, I've developed a certain fondness for it, and instead of taking it as a personal attack on my time management, I can see how it fits into a very old art historical genre. It's a 21st century Memento Mori. Here are some earlier examples of some classic Memento Moris I remember looking at during my undergrad years here. Memento Mori is a cheerful Latin phrase meaning "remember you will die." These works of art were intended to remind people of their mortality, which is an artistic theme dating back to antiquity. It became very popular in the 17th century in particular, when you get all these wonderful paintings, skulls, clocks, hourglasses, candles and flowers, were used to symbolise the fragility of life. Taylor's clock is the perfect modern-day example of this. The face is pure 24-karat gold, but the ugly grasshopper acts as a hypnotic distraction from this. I'm not sure if this was intentional, but it certainly echoes the tradition in art. And just to cement the clock's place in Memento Mori history, just look at this inscription in Latin at the bottom of the clock. Mundus transit et concupiscentia eius. The world passeth away, and the lust thereof. Suddenly, Taylor's clock seems more than just a reminder that life is nasty, brutal and short. It's also a playful reinvention of an artistic genre that is unabashedly kitsch and just a little absurd. But I think Taylor fundamentally misses the point, because life isn't something to be rushed through. There needs to be space for daydreaming. After all, our most creative ideas often come to us when we're doing nothing. This oppressive idea that every second is being devoured makes us slaves of time. It's not really what students need at all.